What's up, everybody, and welcome to the official PlayStation podcast of the KT Data Network. We are the LittleBigKast. On today's show, Rachel shares her deep, dark secrets with Honesty Hour. Robin pulls out all the noise-canceling headphones.
La, 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 la.
And Drew blows up little helpless animals.
Where's Chad?
Welcome, everybody. What's up, everybody, and welcome to LittleBigKast. Wait, how does this start? I don't even know how to start this. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. I am filling in for Jeff Hawks today. I'm going to take the reins for this one. I am Drew Tyler, and joining me, as always, is the illustrious and grateful and 5'3". Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah,
Robin.
You're right. You got it. Yay!
Robin Hazlett joining me. Welcome.
Hi.
And also on our other side, that takes one of her to counter two of us to balance this table. It's the beautiful tattooless and face pierceless
I know.
Face-pierceless.
I always feel so weird.
Rachel Hernandez.
It's like, this is what I looked like when I was born.
Welcome, everybody.
Yes, and I'm 4'11", so.
Oh, I didn't even want to
I'm
guess.
a little one.
Oh. So I'll take my 5'8" and we'll drive this ship. Welcome to LittleBigKast. Talk about all kinds of things, PlayStation gaming and lots of fun. I'm hopped up on caffeine. It doesn't take as much as it takes for Jeff to get going. I've only had one Coke, so I'm gonna be fine. Let's go. Who wants to start? Tell us about our week, and then we'll get into the news and the fun.
I've been gone the most, so
Tell us where you've been, and what you've been doing.
I have been in New Mexico. It has been a fun drive with a parental figure. And I got new Bose headphones that block out all noise. So the noise canceling, so having your mother sitting next to you while listening to an audiobook and like turn on the noise canceling thing.
Nobody's there.
Is the most surreal feeling ever. It's like I churned through the last book of the Dexter series.
Very nice.
And then started in on Armada from Ernest Cline.
Yes.
Sad.
Did it?
I'm sad. I'm really sad. I'm about 6 hours into it, and
It's like sad as in
it is the most predictable book that I have read in a
that's
very long
sad.
time.
That's
You know,
disappointed sad.
Ready Player One really was like a 1 in a million kind of book.
Oh.
Because he's really not replicating this at all.
Oh, that's too bad. I was gonna say, did it feel like when you're sitting next to your mom? Did it feel like back when you were young and you were like, "I can't hear you, I can't hear you, no, I can't hear
Actually,
you."
it was kind of like that. Not gonna lie, because she's adorable because she'll make random comments like, "Oh, the mountains are so green."
I want to start a conversation with you, Robin. We want to talk.
It's like, let's have a bonding moment. And I'm like, hang on, I'm listening about how Dexter Morgan is slaughtering people in
This
gross
is
detail.
important. Nice.
So that happened. Went back, painted a house, recarpeted a house, put new plumbing,
Wow.
and got that all. So no, I was not painting an accent wall, you jerks. And
We're just trying to understand.
I just want to understand.
Just do an accent wall.
Yep. And I played Journey with Scott.
Excellent.
And we jumped on for Mondays at Moxie's, and it was fun trying to do it on the camera because like the camera tries to section out just one person.
Right.
And so we're like one head and the other head. Like, this is gonna be great. All right, let's keep going.
You have to stay within the camera range.
It's like, don't move.
So much easier with kids because they're there. They're like just right down here. So I sit with my girls and we'll stream together, and it's easier because they take up a different space.
Yeah.
You
so,
too. I think I saw you stream some of this stuff.
Yeah. So it's
Yep.
yo. So the boyfriend loved that, and picture with the child. The child was actually excited to see me. I didn't. It was one of those things where she spent six weeks on a ranch, like playing with horses and chickens and llamas, and
Wow.
like who would want to leave that ever?
It's a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you showed up and she was like,
And she was like, "Oh, mommy, I missed you." I'm like, you have no idea how big I am to hear you say that, my
"Aw,
child. I will buy you anything now.
Oh, that's
Do you want a DS?
That's the key. That's the key. Fantastic.
So yes.
Good week.
Yay.
Rachel, week?
Let me remember what I did this week. Surprisingly lots of.
We had to take notes. We have so much going on.
You mentioned that you played Exploding Zoo. I also dabbled.
You dabbled in the Exploding
It's
Zoo?
unfortunate that someone's here because I was about to talk some mad dirt
Oh.
on
And he just walked
What
in.
a bummer. But we started played a little bit of Exploding Z, not a whole ton, just like the first 2 levels, and it was cute. The animals were cute. I like the alligators; they were my
cute.
favorite.
Cute.
We also a little bit of Witcher as well, and I realized that I'm not interested in the story, like
What?
at all.
You don't care if he finds the love of his life
I don't
or his
care.
little daughter
I don't care
wannabe?
because I'm at the point where I found Yennefer, and it's funny because her name's Yennefer.
Yennefer,
And it's
Yennefer, like
Yennefer. I don't know.
Yennefer.
I feel like it's a typo, and they're like, roll with it. Just go with, keep it. So, every time I see him, like, yeah, well, whatever. So I'm not interested in it. I was in a really heavy cutscene part, and I was so bored. I didn't
Really?
want to play. I just skipped everything. I'm just not interested in it. I just want to be a Witcher and cast magic spells. That's it. It's like ride my horse to the sunset, and that's
With
so,
your griffin attached to the side.
yes,
right?
exactly.
Does that
That's
stay
cool.
on there?
Till you switch
is
it up
that
for
meant-
another
That's
Another head?
So
another head.
depressing.
Yeah, you
I
kill something
reset my
else.
Witcher
Right.
save because I'm just like the thing that I have right now is just so pitiful.
You can switch them out unless you sell them or drop them. But yeah,
Right.
I don't want this on my horse. It's not like the nail wraps that I really, really want. It's a horse head.
They have cyber nail wraps. I want them. So, a little bit of Witcher. I'm not very interested in the story. Maybe I'm just not interested in the story now, but it was hard for me to sit and binge
Come on, didn't
play.
you watch the part where naked Witcher like gets out of the hot tub?
Not there
and
yet.
he's
Oh, yeah, I
no,
did
at the
see
very
that.
beginning,
He
right? He's
shaved
got
his-
like the
Shave his
shave.
beard
Gentleman
and
needs
stuff.
to sh-
Yeah, it's okay.
Was that
Woo!
no?
It's like pro wrestling with all the baby oil.
It was pretty shiny. It was pretty shiny and all kinds of
It
scars.
was so.
Yeah.
So we'll
Okay.
see. We'll see
Alright.
what happens.
Kill stuff.
So it was hard to binge play. I would rather my ADD was just like. I don't even have ADD, but if I did have ADD,
would
it's
be-
hard. It's hard to keep it there.
need more.
Leon and I booted up my 360 for some Skate 2.
Oh wow!
I know I had to like unplug stuff and
Rearrange it. That's
and
commitment.
plug stuff in. I know. And that was fun. I'm really bad at skate games. That's what it reminded me. Yeah, that I'm really bad at them, and I was never good at them.
Yes.
I
And
played
still
them
now.
because I wanted to be a tomboy. So,
Yeah. It's I understand that pain.
but it was very nostalgic. It was I picked my favorite character Sammy because she was a girl.
Yep.
And
Because you want to be a tomboy playing
Yep.
the girl. And this-
With the
she wears the flannels, and
ridiculously large pants.
the cheetah print board, and it was cool. So that was fun. And then I kicked Leon's ass at Rocket League.
That's
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
We did that.
So much owning.
Was that live on Monday night?
Yeah.
That same thing I was watching.
So we decided to mix up Monday at Moxie. So yeah, well we played Rocket League.
As Leon
I
scoots his chair
imagine.
to make sure that he can get direct eye contact to stare through your lying little skull.
so really, you didn't kick his ass. Is that?
No, we played Rocket League before. That's why I wanted to play on Monday because I just switched things up and it's been a fun
Yeah.
game. So we've been playing before and he's stupid good at the game and it pisses me off so bad.
Is it?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah, and
Leon,
then-
you're here. So you got to. Is it luck or are you just good at? It's all skill. He says it's all skill.
Yeah,
Lies.
Scott literally picked it up.
He says
Yeah.
no. So he's really good at the game and I'm okay and he proved that. He proved that playing with Glenn. Glenn can probably vouch that he was wow, there's people in the chat. I just looked and I was like, whoa. So yeah, so that's been fun. Rocket League and some Skate and some Witcher. And
Sounds
Journey.
full.
And I started playing Journey too
Yes.
on Monday and I played with a stranger and it was cool. So that
Yeah.
was I love that game. That's such a fun game.
It's just so cool that you have to work at building a relationship with
Right?
someone, and it's like you're trying to fill like create a form of communication.
Right.
Like, Bing, I'm over here. I have a secret that's over here.
Come,
and then,
come,
Right.
come.
And they're like, no, but I know something that's over here. No, trust me first. And then like
How-
trying
like-
to work
Bings.
that out.
Just
With
all
Bings.
with Bing.
Well, see, when I first played, I didn't know. I thought you binged for fun. But now that I'm aware of that, it's like an online game that I'm binging like every 5 seconds, just like who's here? See me? Is there
Yeah.
anyone? Yeah. So it's really fun.
That sounds yeah. Like that.
Yay! So yeah, what about you?
For me, I've had a pretty busy gaming week. I've been catching up because I took a couple weeks off to go work and be a big boy, and so I have to remember what all I've
While
done.
taking your PS4 with you.
Yes, right, and yeah, I think the only thing I did was I played a little Witcher and a little like Rocket League while I was out in Detroit. That was it. So when I got back, I had lots to do. So I've been making up for it. So I finished Bastion, played through the rest of that, and that was awesome. Felt really good about
Nice.
getting protecting everything and building everything. And at the very end, it lets you choose whether you like rebuild the Bastion or like you start over or you start anew. Like there's two different choices, and that was super fun. So I'm gonna keep playing because I love the plus part of the games where you're like, oh yeah, I'm done, but I get to keep going. So I enjoyed that a lot, really a lot. I did get into Super Exploding Zoo, and I don't even know how. It was like, oh, this is free, I'll download it, and then when I started playing, it was like, oh, I did like 10 levels just because they were quick and easy. And then I came back after my niece had watched the girls for a night, and I was doing another level, something, and my littlest one, the 4-year-old, was like, Daddy, I want to do the part where you throw the animals at the egg. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, all the levels are just little puzzle levels. You blow things up, and your different animals can have different skills. And she starts saying that she wants to throw things at the egg, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. But I'd only played the level parts, and so I finally went back to the main menu and saw something that said hatchery, and I was like, I wonder if this is what they... So the niece must have shown her that part of it. So then it's like all the extra animals, kind of like World of Goo, if you ever played that, like all the extra things that you save get passed along into the hatchery. So on levels where you get like 30 and 40 extra animals at the end, you get credit for them, they go to the hatchery, and then you throw them, not really, you hit a button, they come flying, and they crack this gigantic egg, and every time you crack it, it lets out a new animal. So like your alligator eventually becomes a turtle.
What?
And then your elephants can be giraffes or elephants, and every time you start a level, it's a different set of animals.
Oh
so
my
you
gosh,
can go from
Darwin would be having just a complete
penguins,
like, what
penguins
is
and
this?
meerkats
This is not
and everything.
evolution.
And the next time you start the level, your penguins turn into donkeys, and it's they have the same skills, but you keep playing. So I cannot believe that I did like 80 plus levels on that. I blew myself away. I was like, I can't. What? Wow. And I don't like to blow up animals, but it is kind of fun. The little eyeballs get left behind.
I
It's
know. It's so sad.
Okay, I guess I need to play this now.
Yeah, it's cute
so.
and fun.
That's all. That's why I like
And the levels are easy. I haven't been stuck on one so long that, I love the puzzlers, but I haven't been stuck on one so long that I'm like, oh, I hate this. I haven't rage quit there.
That's good.
I would explode. My eyeballs would pop out. Other than that, I actually played Mousecraft with the kids, which is another one of those puzzlers where it's just kind of like, figure out how to get the mice to the cheese. And that was fun, and they loved that. They keep asking to pull that up. And then here's the climax of my whole week of gaming. I invited my Peach to sit down and play Witcher with me.
Oh,
And I said, what if we start over from the beginning? and
Cross
play Witcher?"
fingers.
I know. And she was all for it. She was like, all right, I'll, because she has homework. She was like, I'll put off
Right.
homework. So for 2 nights in a row, we sat there and played for about 2.5 hours of Witcher. And she even said these words, quote, I dig it.
Oh, did it.
And last night I did real work. Last night I was editing and doing real work, making movies. And then it was like 11:30. She's like, so are we going to play or what? And I was like, it's 11:30 and I kind of got another hour to do this and you're tired. So we called it and I went to bed. But to know that it's our time to play games. So I got a new story. I'm pretty excited about that. Really excited about that. So that's my lazy days this summer right there.
Excellent.
Yay.
That's good. Let's toss it over to Drew for news. Oh, hey, thanks.
Drew's news.
News number 1, China officially, and this is huge, they officially have ended their ban on video game consoles. I don't know that I'd ever thought that this would happen.
Wow.
According to, I believe it was a Wall Street Journal article first, and then The Verge, of course, breaks it up for the gaming community. China officially has said, instead of saying like no consoles at all, they've said, bring them in. Because for a while, right, and we even talked about when Xbox got in first, and then PS4 got in, and it was in this kind of like smaller area, still restricted, certain games. And I did not find in this article, are the games still restricted, or are they just saying consoles are okay now? Have at them.
I think
I didn't.
I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a lot of games that are going to still be restricted.
Still get some restriction, but
That's
they,
a guess, though, yeah.
Maybe you can play a racing game in China
if you
as
behave,
as long as China always wins.
Right.
you may
I
play
said
racing.
it.
Yes. But I think that's very cool. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's cool. I think.
Yeah.
Because
Go
forever
ahead.
they've had PC games and web games, and that's about all they've been able to do. And so here they are. They have the option to actually put a console, like,
Right.
play
Yeah.
hardcore games.
And consoles are just more accessible in general.
Yeah.
Because like you have to have like a pretty solid knowledge in order to like either build a gaming PC that's going to do all of the things that
Right.
you would want it to do. So I don't know. I'm a crossbreed, so I have my monster gaming computer and my consoles. So I see the value in both. So I'm not the
Somebody,
like consoles forever. Woo!
right. But somebody mentioned that they have had for 15 years without consoles. They've had their PCs, their mobile, and their web titles. Do you guys think that it'll be hard for them to kind of break in, like PS4 and Xbox One? Is it going to be hard for them to get in there and get some of that market? Do you think, or do you think that people will be like, I've been waiting for this?
I feel like I've been waiting. I mean, because like news has still been out there, the video games have still been coming out. So unless like there's been this giant block on that news, I feel like it's still been available, and people will get what they want no matter what. So even though that now consoles being allowed in there, I'm sure there are still people who had them. People, you know what I mean? Bootleg.
Right.
Prohibition
Some
stuff.
things
Yeah,
there.
you know,
Now it's okay. Good thought. Good thought. News number 2: Rise of Tomb Raider coming to the PC early next year, which is exciting. And PS4 doesn't get it until holiday season, so like more than a year from now, which is kind of sad. And I guess I knew it was like in the future, but in reading through our news and prepping, I realized that because I'm interested in Tomb Raider. That was the game that Peach and I played last.
Yeah.
But now I realized that it's actually coming out this November for the Xbox One. And I didn't realize that until I read this. And so it made me think, who do I know? What friends of mine have an Xbox One that I could borrow?
Yeah.
KT's got one that's not even plugged in.
But
Glenn
silver
uses-
lining.
He does have one.
Silver lining out of all of this is that we get to see them screw up royally first,
That's
and
true.
then they get to
Do something
get
about
things
it.
better
We
for
get the
PC
better
and get things
form.
even better for PS4.
Okay, I'm game
And
with
then
that.
we can the reviews are horrible and the game is 4 hours long. So
So it's
So
good.
it's like, oh.
That's good.
I'm out.
Bosh.
I'm hopeful. I'm still
saved
hopeful.
$69.
Right. Yay. Saving money is good. Hey, hashtag honesty hour. Rachel,
Hashtag
what did you
Honesty
put in
Hour.
there?
I've never played a Tomb Raider game.
Oh. Oh.
So I don't know. So I didn't even. I know. Don't gasp at me.
No,
Tomorrow.
no. I understand.
So I want to. I have a desire to, but I just never.
There are a lot of different
never went to
kinds.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like there's the platform that's like old style Gauntlet where you're running around as a Tomb Raider, and then there's like the platform like straight across 2D. The one I really loved was this last one with this scary island that you were trying to get off of, and it was, I don't know if you played that one, right? And it's kind of dark, and you get down into the bowels of this wild area. I don't know, like the Russians that were killing people.
That was the
plus-
one that I picked apart for the video game Bechtel test.
Was it? Yeah.
Yep.
Very
So-
nice. Very nice. So I'm looking forward to it, and you have a year and a half plus to figure it out if you want to
Yay.
if you want to play that. Excellent.
Sure play.
News number 3. We talked about this in our back channel chat, but you may have already heard this. Silent Hills, Kojima and Del Toro still plan to work on a new project. They enjoyed what they were doing so much that they plan on doing something together. They don't know what it will be. It won't be Silent Hills, but they plan on doing something
See,
together.
that is a good working relationship. It's like, we both got scrapped from this project, but I think that you and
I
I
like
work.
you. You like me.
We have a great chemistry. Let's keep on working on something. We'll find something.
One day.
That's
right.
good. That's
And it'll be
good.
The scariest game ever if they go with the horror game. That's all.
No, like
Yeah.
Del Toro's horror. Oh my gosh, like his
Delicious.
designs.
Yeah.
Oh
He's not afraid. He's just not afraid to like show it or like go there, and that's what.
no, because
That's
he
right.
just has such a style to him. It's so cool. It's like
So
you can,
mystical.
yeah, because like you can watch like Book of Life, the kids movie,
Right.
and then watch Pan's Labyrinth.
Not a
and
kid's movie.
Not a kids movie, but you can still see like the monsters and everything is designed very much the same way.
Yep. But that's. I think it'll be good. I like that he likes to
No.
push the boundaries. I shook his hands once. That didn't scare me at all. But it was.
You touched him.
I did touch him.
Right.
Moving on. Another sale coming up for our fourth news. The PlayStation Summer Sale. Have you guys looked at those titles? Because
I
they
have.
are amazing.
I don't
and-
want
I'm
to.
bummed out because I bought all of them already. For
I was gonna say I have a
full
lot.
price,
I have a lot of them for full price. But
so- No.
Summer Sale starts this week, and then they're probably gonna have a couple of different weeks,
So
new
I
deals
know
each week.
Some of the ones that were on there right now are Far Cry 4, Apathion, which we played. It was on PS Plus
A lot
a
of ours,
while
yep.
ago. Yeah.
Yep. I already put Tetris in my cart
Yep.
because it's like
Tetris
$4.
$4. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
trying to think of other ones that I saw. And lots of movies and stuff. If that's what you.
I didn't even look at the
PlayStation
movies,
for.
really.
Yeah, there's tons of movies and like seasons and stuff. So that
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
that was
there's a lot of PS Plus games that have been in the past. So if you missed them in the
Guacamole,
past,
Lufttrousers.
get them for like pennies on the dollar.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Guacamole and Monopoly, Chess, Risk are all in there. What else? I actually threw quite a bit into my cart because I wanted to play. There's some I hadn't even heard of that would look like little fun indie games. A little robot one called Unmachined.
Scott
Something
says
like that.
he needs to play Tetris, so I'm curious. That might have to be this Monday's game.
Tetris, drunk Tetris. Okay, okay. That is news 5, and this will finish us off. The first Witcher 3 New Game Plus details have been revealed. So for those of you that have gone all the way through Witcher and you finished it, here are some details that are just revealed today for the new Plus. I didn't get the right. I got like to level 15, I think, and then I paused down, went and did a bunch of work, and now I'm starting again at the beginning.
So you never beat it.
But I never beat it.
Okay.
I never got to it. I know Jeff beat it. I think Glenn beat it, right? And they get to start over again, and according to the new Game Plus details, they can start with their same character. If he's over level 30, they just keep all the experience and keep moving. They get one clear potion, so they can actually like reset all of their points and reattribute them, so they could build out a different character if they want on the new one. And so some of the alchemy stays. Obviously, enemies are going to be stronger. And if you're not level 30 when you actually finish the game, you'll get bumped up to 30 so you can stay alive.
Ooh,
so that's cool.
nice.
I think that's way cool. I'm looking forward to it. They call this the 16th free piece of DLC. Remember we talked about all the fun free DLC they'll be throwing out. So this is the 16th piece. I don't even know if I saw any of the first DLCs, the haircuts.
I think
to
it
put
just
'em in.
all happened.
Yeah.
Like we weren't
aware.
Our PlayStations were in rest mode when all that happened.
Right.
We'll just boot it up and be like,
It's like
oh,
magic.
I have a Yennefer skin.
Jennifer.
Yennefer.
It's like the J and the Y are like right next to each other. So I mean, it was just like,
You're right.
Just call it Yen.
keep it.
So you were saying that your Witcher was kind of like, yeah, I'm not into it yet. Did you start over again? Or are you still starting?
I'm starting over again. I'm trying
Did you
to
make
like
poor choices?
Yeah. I just didn't really. I think that my big thing was that I waited too long to do everything, and like I had big breaks in between.
You missed
so
the tutorials and you missed. Yeah.
I forgot how to do things. So
okay.
it was more frustrating than anything.
That would be hard because
Yeah.
I get that. You come back and you're not quite ready to hit the right buttons or
Yeah.
what do I do?
It's
I've
like
played
it's
Borderlands,
not
so it does not
circle.
mean-
Yeah.
Yep, same thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Alright.
no. So I hope that gets, now that I'm done with some of the story crap, hopefully that gets better for me.
Well, that section that you just did, where you like choose your own set of clothes and go
Yeah.
see Yennefer, and she
Yep.
says, that is. I was the second night that I played, and it was so much cutscenes that I just kind of went. I did. I rolled my. I was like,
Yeah.
that's a lot of movie. I wanted to play tonight.
I
and didn't.
know.
So it does
what happened.
get better.
And then the only concept I'm understanding so far is just like the weapon, the upgrading, and I don't even know which one's equipped. I think
Yeah,
I this one's strong,
Right? Yeah.
so it'll
Yeah.
take a minute.
But
for
you
sure.
do. You have to kind of focus on that because this is the one. Like I think Jeff was saying this last week. This is the one game that really your potions do matter in your alchemy. Like mixing things
Right.
does make a difference. You
and I
gotta
suck.
use
I
it.
just want to hit
Dang.
things.
You just want to. I want to slice
I just
off
want to
heads
set
and
everything on fire.
cut people. My little kid came out while I was playing with Peach, and the 8-year-old, and still I know she's freaked out about everything. But I was like, you need to go back to your room because I'm about ready to find a drowner brain, and I've got to have it for this recipe.
Oh man.
And she was like, I can stay out here. I was like, no, you don't want to see the drowners. They will creep you out in your sleep. You should just go now. So she went out. She disappeared. We killed our drowners, and she came back a little bit later for some other snack or water. You know, kids are always coming out of their rooms. And so she, in the morning, she's like, Dad, I saw one of the green guys. They weren't scary. I was like, well, you didn't see me dismember him, did you? You missed the part where I took his brain off.
you just can't be
ate his
wrong,
stomach.
can you?
Right?
It wasn't
So-
scary. Yes, it was.
That's my girls. And that, my friends, is the news. Let's do it with some new releases, Rachel.
Can I say that there's no archive? There's no
Arcade Archive?
arcade archive. There's not one of those today.
Oh my
It's the
gosh.
first.
What is this?
So-
The planets are in alignment.
So for the PlayStation 4, we have Abyss Odyssey Extended Dream Edition, King's Quest Chapter 1, A Night to Remember.
With a
So
K.
tempted to get
With the
that. So tempted to get that.
We have Legend of K Anniversary, Life is Strange Episode 4. Have either of you guys played the Life is Strange?
Mm-mm.
I'm going to get
interested in
into
that.
it. I've heard that the dialogue is really weird and really like kind of but then it like gets going.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I'll probably wait for all of them to come out. But that's one that I've been curious in. N++, The Swindle, Sword Art Online,
Hollow Fragment.
Hollow Fragment. Sword Art Online is an anime that I'm aware of. So
This is like
Re-
regarding
regarding the Hollow
No.
like
Fragment.
I know, I know. It's like
This
an email.
episode. Yeah, that is
Sword Art Online regarding the Hollow Fragment.
Gosh, that's weird.
we have Velocibox, and then for the PlayStation 3, we have Deadpool, King's Quest Chapter 1, A Night to Remember, Legend of K Anniversary, Life is Strange Episode 4, Lost Dimension, The Swindle. So it looks like those are cross by. And then Vita, we have Blaze Blue.
Blaze Blue.
Blaze
Blaze
Blue.
Blue.
Yeah. Yeah, where's KT? Chrono Phantasma Extend, Lost Dimension, The Swindle, and then Velocibox as well.
Velocibox just sounds so fun. Just the
Sounds like
name.
a dinosaur.
I'm gonna end up playing one. Yeah, exactly right. A dinosaur box.
Story. One of the things that I was able to do was go to the Alamo Draft House movie theater, which is so fantastic. You order food in there, and they come and like bring it to you. So one of the movies that we saw, Scott and I saw Jurassic World 2 finally, and I smell chicken. And
It just walked in.
Glenn just brought chicken.
Moroccan braised chicken.
Moroccan
We are
braised
probably the
chicken.
best fed like gourmet podcast out there.
Anyhow, watched that, and we were joking about like let's predict the whole story. They're going to have a romantic moment and then be interrupted by a dinosaur, and we're going to call it Cockblockosaurus.
Saurus. Solid. Velocibox.
Velocibox.
That sounds like a
And then it went,
Chatterbox remake. I wanted to know, Legend of K Anniversary reminds me of the Legend of K it reminds me of the guy, the jewelry guys.
I know, like every
right?
kiss begins with K.
Right. And so
Yeah, that's
the
what-
Legend of K Anniversary is like
It doesn't sound
getting
really
engaged.
hardcore.
I know, I
Anniversary.
almost wanted to say it sounds core. I almost wanted to say Legend of Korra, but
Legend of K.
Legend of K.
Getting a ring for your loved one.
Now,
Fight.
a video game.
You must slay the dragon to get the ring.
Fight it fast and hard. Yeah, this is where we first saw Super Exploding Zoo, and I laughed at it. And now I'm 80 levels into it. I just want to point that out. I was 80 levels into a game that we were like, how does that work? Pop. Yeah, no, I'm in.
Super Exploding Zoo, and that's what it is. Like that's
Popping
exactly
animals.
what the game is.
Pop. You have to blow up a penguin to get through a wall to get the alligators to make them get into the water so you can cross over and get the crocodile. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I can hear PETA now.
Yeah, right. It's something. Okay, there's your releases for the week. All right, so for our topic this week, we want to talk about what you say, ported versus remastered versus remade.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have preferences, or I guess what's the point of what? Let's think
what's the
about. Let's
point
start
of
with
it?
Journey. We talked with Journey. Journey was just recently remastered for the PS4.
Right.
Right.
What were some of the things that changed? Because I've played it briefly. I've put the kids on it.
Mm-hmm.
What has changed? What came in the remaster?
Within the remaster, there are certain things like, you'll get dust on your cloak as you're running, and the only way to like kind of shake it off is to send out your little signal glyph.
Oh, and it blows the dust
Yeah, it kind of
off.
like, bing, and it like,
Okay.
Upgrading it to the 60 frames as is per standard.
Right, because it was always a pretty game, and
It
now
was
it's
gorgeous game. Like it's like the.
I wonder if they had that like in the initial thing. They were like, "Hey, we should have dust pop off when he does," right? Or if they were just
Yeah.
like, "Hey, what can we do different for the PS4?" I wonder how far that.
Yeah. I wonder how far they're going to go with things like that, because you can obviously, take an existing IP and kind of remaster it and remake it a little bit. I get really scared thinking about what George Lucas did to the original Star
yes.
Wars, because
Yes.
the reason that they added those really crappy scenes was he wanted to put them in there, but they didn't have the technology. Now that they have the technology, he's adding in those scenes. He added in those scenes, but I got the theater version because that's just wrong.
We didn't
You are
want
messing
your
with
added
my
ins.
childhood.
Nice. What are games that you know recently that have been just straight ported? I guess there's just a couple have come across.
Last of Us.
You never port. Never like. Last of Us was kind of a straight port.
Yeah,
it was
it
one of the
was-
early ones, right?
Because it was the very last. It was the last game on
Of the last
PS3,
gen, right?
and then one of the first ones to jump over to PS4. So they were building it side by side
That makes
for
sense.
both of them.
That makes sense.
So they just ported them out to a different system, and I can understand that. Again, it's you're just milking it for as much as you can.
That would make sense.
or wait for the remaster.
'Cause the ports
Yeah.
that I've played have all been like old PS1 games being ported to an iPad or something like that.
Yeah, and-
Straight, totally different dynamic port.
Yeah, and that's really tough. Like playing Final Fantasy VII on my little Vita,
Right. Yeah.
and
different
it's-
experience. But really,
and
it's almost not worth putting all that design effort into a remaster at that point to go sideways to a Vita or something, because the experience is going to be different. So what are your thoughts on Final Fantasy VII Remade? Like, what are you expecting? What are you hoping?
I've done a lot of talking. You guys take that one because you know.
But yeah, but it's Final
Oh,
Fantasy
my
VII.
things.
But it's Final Fantasy. So
But it's Final Fantasy VII, so
So
I'm
what
going to talk
do you
about it because I
hope
can't
for?
take it anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm very interested to see what they'll do with it as far as actually remaking it, because there's no way that they can't take what they did and just port this and, like kind of remaster it.
Make
and
it prettier.
Those polygons are there, damn it. It's just done.
I like that glitch. I'm keeping it.
No, Cloud walks inside of Barrett and then switches back to Cloud. That's how this works. It's true. It's underneath the plate. It happens.
Yep.
But I'm interested to see what they'll do with it. I'm very scared as far as even storyline is going to go, because
You're worried that it's going to be a different
they said that
experience.
storyline it's fair game.
Oh.
So
That worries your little heart, doesn't it?
it does. Again, it's going to be the Star Wars thing where you are messing with my childhood, and the only thing that he did was he added a spaceship and then the stupid little people in the cantina.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Don't do that.
like that offended me greatly.
So I'm curious, what other games have you guys ported? Someone in our chat mentions Dreamcast ports. And
Old Dreamcast ports.
I mean, do you guys like?
I did a lot of
Is that maybe an
emulators.
older thing? Emulators.
Yeah.
Like emulators, because right, you think about it, all the old tech really just didn't have a whole lot of beef, a whole lot of power behind it, and so you'd move it over to something that does, and you just make it play. So I played a bunch of old NES games on my Wii, like old school stuff. I put all the Zeldas on there and the Marios, and it's kind of different playing with a different paddle, but it was. I guess it still feels slow when you're in an emulator because it's doing a lot more like figuring things out.
Yeah.
So it feels slower and not quite as connected. But I'm also jaded because I've played a lot of next gen stuff where it's like, oh, I think and he moves. So I don't know. I played a lot of the early stuff that I grew up with just for nostalgia reasons, and I never last long. Even I think I even started some Final Fantasy VII on like PS
Yeah.
Now or something really quick, and I just got through like 40 minutes of it and was like,
I know it's tough because we get spoiled.
Yes.
Really easily.
felt it was difficult. Even my very favorite game, Lunar Silver Star, was on the PS1. I found it on iOS and played it for about 3 days and got stuck somewhere and was like, I haven't gotten back to it, even though I knew that was like my go-to game in the past. So we'd love to hear from you, chat. What are your thoughts? What are they saying on remasters?
That you never last long.
Thanks, Scott. you hit the head on the nail.
And
Way to
Jet
go.
Set Future Radio is the only reason why I rollerbladed as a child. I
Jet
think.
Set Future Radio. Nice
oh
one.
wow. Does anyone
Chimko,
remember
thanks for
Parappa
bringing
the
that up.
Rapper?
Who?
Yes,
Her-
he has
No.
the beanie.
Yeah.
No.
Isn't he on
It was the
Smash for PlayStation?
I don't know.
I
That you can
think
play him in the,
so.
in the
All-Stars.
Smash
It's on Sony
All-Stars battle.
All-Stars.
Yeah.
I
Really?
think he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah, the X and the square and the what was really sad is that I had like a little demo disc that came with like a PlayStation magazine, and Parappa the Rapper was
Yeah.
one of the things, and so I played that little song over and over and over and begged my mom to get it, and just kind of faded away from it.
Well, there's a good discussion here from the chat. They said, why play something that you've already played? All right, so these ports and emulators, why would you play something that you've already played?
They get better. What? Nostalgia. I hear from our audience, it's nostalgic, which makes sense, which is why I think I play classics, but I mean, I don't really know why I would play The Last of Us and then buy it for my PlayStation 4. Just to
Right,
repeat
that
it.
one was so close to like
I
the
know,
exact same
that one's
thing.
tough. And then like Journey, I don't know why I'm playing Journey on my PlayStation 4 and it's on my PS3. I can't really say why. I want that experience on a different console.
Journey's really it's a lot prettier. It just feels I don't know. I've
Yeah.
enjoyed. It's just swoopy. It's just fun. So I played it. For me, I'm sharing it with my kids as well. And so I think as things continue to port, I'll be like, I used to love this. Come play with me. So for me, it's like
Right.
part of the sharing, I guess, for a port.
Right. And Jeff, Remote says he does it because he feels like he gets something new out of each playthrough, which is probably why, especially with Journey. I think maybe that's
Yeah.
why I would pick Journey over The Last of Us, because if
And that type of gameplay contributes to that, right? The Journey
Right,
yeah.
gameplay very much is like here's an experience. You have a different experience every time. Whereas if you're playing Last of Us over and over again, you can choose different things and different styles, but probably not the same thing.
They can take my money all they want.
That's it.
Like that's
The bottom line is if you have extra money,
yeah.
you just keep playing.
Yeah,
good.
it's
That's good.
it's sad. It is
Should we
very sad.
should we do a study? All of the single people who have lots of expendable income.
Oh yeah, what is
Do
the
they
DINKs?
play more?
The DINKs, the double
Yeah,
incomes, no
kids.
kids.
Do they play games more? Do they play ports more and remasters more than what did he say?
And Glenn is a sink.
Sink. Yes. Dinks and sinks.
Yep, I can. Well, KT's one of them too. Look at all
Yeah.
the fun toys he has.
And half
Yeah.
the time a port comes out or a remaster comes out, he'll say, I don't really need it. I've already got it on 3 other
Right.
consoles. And then we all laugh at him and say, get it because you don't have to spend money on anything else. Right? We
Someone
laugh at him.
drop something on a $3,000 camera.
Yep. I love Dink. I love my days as a Dink. That was awesome. Man, I made so much money back then.
Oh. And then.
And then
And then.
I have cute kids to show for it. I
Oh, I
really
know.
do. Those little bastards cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I love them. All right, anything else to add, folks?
That's it.
That's the show.
Robin's got somewhere to be.
Yeah. Wait, tell where are you going?
I'm going Motley Crue.
Apparently, Motley Crue is they're playing. Like, first off, they're
Yeah.
alive.
They're alive. They are alive. This is the final tour.
This is the
I'm
final
I'm
tour.
surprised that they are.
And you will be there.
Oh man, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be nearly as good now that most of them are sober. So
But you can enjoy it either,
will still
no
be
matter what
fun.
way.
no, I'm gonna enjoy it stone sober because I gotta drive there and drive back.
You do have to try. Well, that's
But-
that's exciting.
But yeah, they've apparently not replaced all the blood in their body with cocaine and vodka. But
We'll see how they play. We'll see how the show goes. Expect a full report next week from Robin from her
Yeah.
sober Motley Crue show. It's
Yep.
gonna be awesome. All right, friends, this has been episode 63 of the Little Big Cast, the official PlayStation podcast of the KT Data Network. As always, we'd love for you to connect with us through the Facebook, through the Twitters, right there on littlebigcast.com. If you're watching on Twitch, please hit that follow button, hit the heart, and let us know that you want to know every time we get on so that you can be a part of us. We love that. Also, we live stream quite a bit throughout the week. Our different channels are Rachel Hernandez, whom you can find on Twitch and everywhere else as,
Pirate Rachel with a 3 instead of an E.
and our friend Robin Hazlett.
on Twitch, it's Red Mages Unite, and on Twitter, it's Robin Hazlett.
Creative.
I know.
And I'm Drew Tyler, and you can find me at Night20, KNITE20 on Twitch and on Twitter. Hit us up. Let us know what you're playing, how you feel. And if you love listening to what we do, follow us on Patreon.com. Go to patreon.com/LittleBigKast and support the show. Let us know how we're doing, and we'll get some extra content, more of us to go around.
Yes.
And we'll do our best to.
We'll do things for money.
That's what it boils down to.
so there
Support
you
us.
go.
We'll do things for money. That's good. I like that. So, thank you very much. Thanks for listening, and good night.
Sorry.